I'm trying a few different things here today. I changed up my lighting. Maybe I'll hate this. I don't know. I wanted to give it a try. I kind of like that whole dark vibe that a lot of streamers have going on, where they've just got only the lights on them and then the room's dark. So I turned off my light. And then I really wanted to wear this hoodie today because I like the little ears. I think it's really cute. But I could not get my headset to look decent, whether I wore it under it or over it. I wasn't a fan. So I'm wearing my Bluetooth earbuds instead. Alright, we're gonna play more Crimson Memories. Because fuck it. I want to. I haven't even edited the second video at this point in time because I haven't edited. I almost died. Dear God. Okay. It keeps cutting out. Earbuds, are you okay? Okay, so literally forget everything I just said because I couldn't get my wireless earbuds to work. The lighting is still... you can remember what I said about the lighting. But my earbuds just cut out about every 10 seconds for about 1 second, and then they'd start working again. I don't know what the fuck was happening with them. They don't do that when I connect them to my phone. But they did not like my PC. I could not get it to fix. I've spent the last 20 minutes trying to fix it. I literally have so much useless recording because I was just like, oh, this will just take me a second, so I didn't bother stopping my recording or anything. So now I just got a fuck ton of useless footage that I've got to edit out. I'll probably edit out what I'm saying right now. But yeah, let's just play more Crimson Memories because I'm gonna go insane. After finished cleaning the whole room, Tyria was having a rest when she heard steps coming from the door. Are you done with the cleaning? The door opened and the lady showed at the door. Tieriah nodded. She had a feeling the lady was very strict to freshmen, so when the lady was examining the cleaning, Tyria's heart began to beat fast. Well done. That would be all. Really? Yeah, you're qualified. Understand? Tyria was so delightful when she heard the lady that she wanted to jump up and cheer. Looks like you know how to do your work. As a servant, your working speed is quite fast. Thank you so much. It's not a compliment. I'm only saying that it is your job to do so. Tyria shrugged when she heard the lady suddenly change the intonation. Your job is done today. Now get some rest in your dormitory. The lady turned away and left the room when she was finished the sentence. Wait, where is the dormitory? And is there a place for me? She tried to ask the lady, but the lady didn't look back. She wants to bully me again. Wait a second, my lady. Tyria rushed over and put her hands on the lady's shoulder. You guys are so mean to bully the freshmen. Bullying freshmen? What do you mean? Are you trying to avoid the subject now? Why don't you tell me where the prince's room at the first place? What? What are you saying? I called your name, but you also pretended not to hear me. After hearing Tyria complained all her dissatisfaction she had been restrained today, Senpai was so apologetic. I'm sorry, there's something wrong with my right ear, so I can't hear clearly. Oh my god, so that's the reason why you ignored me. After knowing the reason, Tyria felt so ashamed about her behavior. Well, so how can I call you, Senpai? Do you really need to know my name at work? But it's so boring to call you Senpai every time. Seeing Tyria was a little depressed about the misunderstanding, Senpai scratched her face and said, Rosette. Get it. Senpai, your name is Rosette. From now on, I will call you Rosette Senpai. Tyria shook Senpai's hand and acted like a spoiled child, and the lady reluctantly sighed, saying, Whatever you like. Tyria was so happy that Senpai gave her the permission. She never had a female friend before, so she was really glad that she could finally have an intimate girlfriend, though they were a little bit different from normal. Stop wasting time in here. You'd better go to your dormitory now. But I haven't told Aunt Cresta that I'm staying here. It's so late today. Let's tell Aunt Cresta tomorrow. Hey, is that Prince Lantis? Looking forward, there were two people whose shadows were pointing to the north building at the intersection of the hallway of the dormitory and the palace. Who is the other person? Watching Tyria was trying to find out who the other one was, Senpai smiled. The other one, it's the queen. Ah, the person is your majesty? Tyria realized she almost yelled it out. She shut her mouth immediately, but Prince Lantis was yelling much more loudly than she was. Mom, my power of Ander Dawes has finally been awake. I've told you that you must call me Mother. Oh, I'm sorry, Mother. That's okay, but is that real, that your power of Ander Dawes has been awake? Although the queen heard her son's power had been awake, she still showed no surprise on her face. Maybe, to her majesty, it was not the exciting news. Of course, I have a witness, a servant called Tieriah. Tieriah? Do we have a servant called Tieriah? She seems to be the servant who starts working in the palace from today. That's right, and you are not going to flirt with her, are you? Well, no, not yet. That's a lie. That's a damn lie. You better keep it in control. If your girl really falls in love with you, you will be in trouble. Why? I will not be in trouble. I will abandon them as soon as I lose interest. That's true. Lantis' laughter and the high voice of the queen mixed together. Such a scum. Tyria cursed him secretly and followed Senpai closely. When they passed the queen and Lantis, Senpai saluted and Tyria also saluted as Senpai did. Oh my god, I'm so nervous. One moment, please. They were suddenly stopped when they continued walking to the dormitory. Tyria and Senpai stood there. You are the new servant, Tyria. Yes, your majesty, it's very nice to meet you. Tyria looked down and the queen made some strange sound. Of course, who sent you here to work as a servant? It's Shirith. Really? What's wrong? The queen looks not that happy. Tyria was a little curious about it, but it will be rude if she keeps asking, so she shut her mouth again. Mother, are you all right? Lantis noticed the reaction of her queen and tried to hold her. That's all right, I'm just a little tired. Thank you. The queen held his hands back and smiled. Then she turned to Tyria. At the beginning, the work will be hard because you need to remember a lot, but hang on there. I see. Thank you for your concern. The queen said encouraging words, putting her hand on Tyria's shoulder. Tyria felt so frightened about the queen's friendly concern, she kept her head down for a very long time. Rosette, we will celebrate in a week, for Lantis' power of Ander Dawes has been awake. I will prepare the invitation letters to earls and other nobility, then you will help me to send those letters. Yes, your majesty. After the queen gave Senpai the order, she walked to the palace with Lantis. A few hours later, Tyria followed Senpai to her room. Finally, she could have a rest. What happened? What is that sound? Tyria was sleeping when the bell rang loudly. She jumped up from her bed very quickly. Is that the man? Tyria tried to remind the man in her memory. She wanted to go outside to make sure if it was him. What? She was so excited. When she got out of her room, she saw Senpai was standing there with Candlestick. You get up too. The Phantom Thief. He is showing. The Phantom Thief! He is showing again. What? The same situation happened about 4 years ago. That day Aunt Cresta went shopping. Tyria stayed at home. She suddenly heard the loud bell ring just like now. She had no idea what happened. She ran outside surprisingly. Then she saw a man wearing a black gown moving from roof to roof very quickly. He was wearing a mask so Tyria couldn't see his face. But Tyria just fell in love with the man at first sight for no reason. Tyria! What? A lot of soldiers were running after that man. He beat the soldiers down with a dagger one by one. Tyria felt so excited about that. Tyria, are you okay? That's the righteous hero. When she heard Aunt Cresta said, that's the Phantom Thief, she was so upset. He's going around stabbing soldiers, running around. She's like, what a righteous hero. Like, maybe this, maybe the kingdom is corrupt, and, you know, that's why she thought it was a righteous hero for stabbing soldiers. But I don't know, that seems like quite the leap to make. Tyria has judgment issues, I feel like. Okay, I will go. What, gone already? What on earth did he want for? Senpai realized that Tyria was a little disappointed and tried to hold her laughter. He came here to make sure you were alive. Really? If you really cherish your own life, just stay in your room and don't come out. Hearing Senpai's words, Tyria went back into her room as soon as possible. I'm so confused. Aunt Cresta also said the same words. Never go out when the Phantom Thief shows. Must stay in your house seemed to be a tradition starting from ancient times. There was a rumor why they couldn't go out. If you go out, the Phantom Thief will steal your life, so people just didn't go out anymore. Today, it has become the rule that everybody knows. I have to spend the whole day in my room. The other people will not go out, and if people don't go out, there is no work to do. When Tyria planned to go back into her room, she suddenly stopped. Are people just not, like, gonna eat today or anything? Like, even the chefs have to stay in their rooms? Like, Okay. When Tyria planned to go back into her room, she suddenly stopped. That's right, about the deal with Sheerith. Is this a good time now? So she's not scared of the Phantom Thief. She's like, that's just an old wives' tale. Also, I'm in love with him, so it's okay. In the empty channel, in the dim light before the sun goes down, after the bell rang, everything was in silence. If someone planned to do research secretly, it is the best chance now. Let me finish the deal with Sheerith now. The destination was the room of the Queen's follower. This was the deal with Sheerith. Try to find out the financial documents in the Queen's follower's room. That was what he said. About why Sheerith wanted those documents, Tyria had no idea. She searched the palace with the map which got from Senpai. The rooms in the palace were very similar, so it's difficult to find the right one. The place with 2 thick pillars, that's it, here. There was a card which said Victor hanging in the door of the room. That must be the name of the Queen's follower. Tyria said, "Excuse me," opened the door and walked inside. There was a picture drew by Tinga Tinga hanging on the wall. What an artistic room. Okay. Because the Phantom Thief showed, maybe the follower was still in this room, but there was no one here. Perfect. I can find what I want now. There was a desk in this room, and the stuff on the desk was very tidy. The Queen's follower seemed to be very earnest. Tyria opened the drawer and found out a document which seemed like the account book. Is this the document? She was watching the numbers in the document. Although there were the dates and the list of notes which recorded where the money went, Tyria still couldn't sure this was the document Sheerith wanted. I think this is the document. Tyria took the document with her, wanted to just take it away, but she stopped and squatted down again. If someone find out this document is stolen, maybe they will search every place to find the thief. Tyria wrote all the notes down in the notebook which was on the desk and tore the paper from the notebook very carefully. Then she put the document back. That should do it. Now it's time to leave. Look at her thinking smart instead of just taking it. What are you doing? Except she got caught. Suddenly, there was someone speaking to Tyria from the back, and she was stunned. She never thought there would be someone speaking to her. She turned back very slowly. There was a man who was dressed in evening dress staring at her defensively. I will ask you again, what are you doing here? Beat his ass. I think I'm in the wrong room. What? Wrong room? How long have you been here? I'm the new servant. And you are? I'm the owner of this room. My name is Victor. Victor put his arms across his chest. He got the dust off his tuxedo and checked himself through the mirror hanging on the wall. Tyria thought this man was not easy to deal with. You said you are the new servant. Is that true? Victor was staring at her, tried to find out the truth. The sight was so strong that Tyria felt like she was tied up. She put the paper back in the pocket furtively and nodded to Victor. If you are really the new servant, it's okay to go into the wrong place, but don't do this again. He seemed to be obsessively tidy. He even used a handkerchief to adjust his own glasses. I'm so sorry to enter your room without permission. Tyria wanted to leave his room quietly, as if she didn't touch anything. Wait a second. Tyria was stopped when she had just put her hand on the handle. She was so frightened. What's that? You left something. Victor was pointing at the cleaning tools. Tyria went to clean up the tools, hastily saluted, and then went out. Oh my god, it's so dangerous. The sun, covered by dark clouds, could be seen from the window. The light reflected by the marble corridor was so blinding that Tyria narrowed her eyes. Got the data. Just come back to my room then. Tyria walked through the long corridor and went back to her room. Tyria, where have you been? Hearing someone greeting, Tyria turned back and found that Senpai was staring at her with a mysterious look. I just went to the toilet. There is one in your room, isn't it? Tyria felt a little panic about the question. I just wanted to see what the other toilet like. Really? It sounded like a very awful excuse. But fortunately, Senpai didn't keep asking. Tyria eased her mind. Rosa Senpai, today I want to come back home. I didn't even tell Aunt Cresta I would live in the dormitory from now on. Even for that, I have to go back. Okay, the Phantom Thief is gone anyway. Take care of yourself. Senpai said nothing more, just turned around and left. What a weird experience this game is. Alright, I'm gonna leave this episode here. I'm not actually sure how long it is because I know I spent like the first 20 plus minutes just trying to fix my fucking earbuds, so this might be short. I'm not sure. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, feel free to leave a like or subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye!